xin chào các bạn.
Thầy Phương VOA xin chào các bạn. Dylan nói ha, Dylan biết đúng không? Bây giờ hôm nay mình sẽ đi tới một cái bảo tàng. Một cái bảo tàng này thì hồi trước mình có nói với các bạn là mình sẽ đi vô mình quay lại, tại vì cái này là nó là một cái đài phát thanh, một cái trạm phát thanh, là cái trạm phát thanh của đài VOA, là The Voice of America. Ok, thì hôm nay mình sẽ vô đây mình coi thử ở trong đây nó có cái gì. Trạm phát thanh VOA này nó ở rất là gần cái chỗ mình, có mấy phút thôi. Nhưng mà mở cửa Saturday, Sunday, thứ bảy, chủ nhật là từ 1 giờ tới 4 giờ chiều. Bên đây dắt hai đứa này đi museum tiếp. Hả? $10 for one people.
For one adult.
Okay.
So that's one.
You still open, right?
Yes. How much is it? 10 for adults, 5 for kids.
Người lớn là 10 đồng cho một người. Did you have some information about this place?
We have brochures on that table.
Okay, Dylan, get one, Dylan. Trong đây có một chiếc xe cổ, chiếc xe cái máy nằm ngoài vậy. So how long the video take?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Còn này là nó để cho người ta coi cái lịch sử về cái Voice of America ở đây. And I have a question. I can make the video.
Yeah, videos, pictures, anything
Okay.
you want. Do whatever this.
Okay.
You
Thank
guys
you.
can do what you want. This is a small little inline engine.
Wow.
It's still used today. I'm told that in India and some other countries, this is what's used to bring water out of wells.
I see.
But this thing was so lightweight, 4 feet.
So let me ask you, with the little engine like that, how fast can the car go?
Oh,
Did it say?
you know, that's a good question. Let me.
Sorry.
It goes up to 70.
70 miles?
70 miles an hour.
Really?
I don't know how fast it goes up to 70, but
Yeah, because I see it's very small.
it's very
Yeah,
small, but
yeah.
it's very efficient.
Oh, okay. So it could go very fast.
Yeah,
I
it
see.
is more powerful than what it looks.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of the way Crosley got a lot of his money, is he did things
Chiếc
that the
xe này
rich
có
people
thể chạy
had,
tốc độ cao
but
nhất là
made them
70
a
cây
little
số một
cheaper
giờ.
and smaller, so they
Không,
were
70
more
mai,
people.
70 mai một giờ. Cái
Wow.
máy rất là nhỏ, và cái máy này hiện tại bây giờ thì bên Ấn Độ sử dụng để bơm nước.
And he was from Indiana, but turnip seed wasn't really professional, so these are his press passes. He went by the name of
Không
Brett
biết làm gì.
Turner when he was reporting.
Không hiểu.
But you'll see some of them say turnip seed, some of them say Turner.
Ông làm về cái chỗ mà trên spaceship nó gọi nó ấy đó. để
Oh,
nó
cái này
connect lên
nó
máy.
điều khiển spaceship.
Hình như-
He controlled the spaceship.
He was a reporter.
Oh, report.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a reporter.
Oh,
Anh đó chỉ báo cáo về cái.
okay, we've got Mark, and Mark can tell you about what they're doing in the control room.
Thank you.
Hello. Excuse my dress.
That's fine.
I'm working on drywall in the other room.
It's okay, honey.
This is the Westchester Amateur Radio Club. Amateur radio and ham radio, it is the same thing. It is a hobby. When we do talk with people that are overseas, generally, we'll trade what we call QSL cards. It is a postcard, and the postcard has the different call signs of all the different ham operators around the world. This is just a representation based on the area that they're from. We have over 2,000 cards and boxes in the other room. We just picked some of the ones that were more popular. So let me turn you back over to him. And,
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
all right.
Thank you, Mark. Before we enter the modernized control room, this is just some of the languages that Voice of America did all their programming in. So it wasn't always in English, we would speak in the native language.
That's my language.
Yes. All right, so we can just step in here. So you guys will just go over that way. So this was the original control room back in the 1940s during World War II. What you're standing in now is the modernized control room that the government built in the 60s. They built their radios as cheaply as possible. And there's two ways you can make radios. You can make them with a lot of tubes in them, and the tubes help you pick up radio stations that are really far away, but that's really expensive. Or you only put a few tubes in them, and you can only pick up radio stations that are really close to you. So the Nazis made them as cheaply as possible, so they could not pick up broadcasts from far away, which is why we had to be so powerful here, because these radios are weak. From here, we sent it all over the world. So this is why we got started, and this is why we
Well, I
continue.
remember though. That's all those people.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a communist radio coming out of Ukraine. And I'm told they made two different, and everybody listened to the Voice of America under their blanket, but nobody talked about what they heard.
Right,
Nobody
right,
said anything
right,
because
they're gonna get in trouble.
yeah, and you guys
Yes, sir.
probably lived it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But it's funny because everybody's doing the same thing, but no one can talk about it.
Yes, sir.
The voice gets distorted and sounds kind of like a space alien. So you want to make sure that you don't go into the red, but you get as close as you can.
Right,
So this knob would monitor what was coming in, and this knob would monitor what was going out, and you wanted both dials to kind of be in the same spot. And that was done through this control room. So one of the things I did want to point out is we broadcast news and information. Yeah, that would just kind of print out what was happening so they would know what's going on around the rest of the world. And our goal was to tell the truth. So our specialty was promoting news. This is what we're going to go to next, because this was the key.
Oh, okay.
I'll get out of your way. So it was made out of wood because wood doesn't transmit electronics. But somebody would have to leave this building and go out there. And if you want, we can go out there later. You can see and flip the switches. Up there is kind of a little design, and it was basically just like a circuit. So if it was up this way, it was going out the antennas this way. You'd flip a switch, it would pull this knob down and then complete this circuit, and now it's going out this way. So that's how they can kind of control which direction it was going to. Knobs and tubes to cool things. So you come in here. Each one of these are transmission tubes that were used to communicate sound out. And this is an example of some of the tubes that were in here.
Wow, it's so big.
Yeah. Now, because they would get so hot.
Yeah, it's too hot.
So if you look at all the brass pipe in here, they used water to cool it down. When you first came in, you noticed that big tower in the middle of the building. The very top of it was for guards to kind of keep their eye on the property. The second and the third floor is a big, huge cistern to hold water. So it would hold water and then go down to a boiler in the basement, get boiled, and that would get all the impurities out of the water. So now you've got distilled water basically coming through here. The room behind you had all the electronics and all the power to operate this stuff, but that's not open to the public right now. So do you guys have any questions about this?
No, thank you.
This gentleman's Charles Finger. This was his shortwave radio setup. So he would use this to talk to people, and this is a shortwave radio that he could broadcast all around the world like these guys are doing here. So this is the tone that they're bringing to us.
Say bye, honey. I'm leaving. 窓が